Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing the Let's Go Deeper tag. So I have a list of questions here in front of me that I am going to be answering for you guys in a very honest, candid, and authentic way, just to be real with you all. That is a commitment I made to myself very early on when I started doing social media through Instagram and now through YouTube. I always wanted to be genuine and authentic, and I feel like this tag is all about that. So I want to be real with you guys so that you can get a bit of a deeper look into who I am as an individual and a bit about my life and how I view the world, sort of thing. Question number 1 is, where does your joy come from? Okay, again, let me just start this video by saying these questions are deep. They do require to go a little bit deeper. So if that's not your thing, maybe move on. But if it's your thing, let's go deep then. So where does my joy come from? This one, I don't know why. I feel like it's hard to put like one word with it. But honestly, like my joy comes from my faith. I grew up very religious. I'm from a religious family. I am a Christian. I am more specifically a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which we often get the nickname of Mormons. So that is my faith and my religion, and I really do feel like my joy comes from being rooted in Christ and in having a relationship with God. That really is the source of all my joy when I break it down. The next question is, how do you feel most loved? How I feel most loved is when I feel like valued by another person, when quality time is definitely something that is very important to me, and when someone goes out of their way to make time to be with me or to be present with me or to do something with me, that does definitely show me that like, okay, I am loved and appreciated by this person. Another thing that comes to my mind is just like, I feel really loved when someone takes the time to listen to me. This could go along with quality time, but I just think of like a lot of the moments in my life when I've needed a friend to be there and I've just needed to feel that love from another person. It's often been shown in the way of like me ranting to them about something, or me opening up about a difficulty or just anything in my life, and them truly zoning in on me, listening, being there for me, giving me a hug, giving me their time and attention. That really makes me feel so loved and so appreciated. These questions are starting to get a little bit deeper now. The next question is, what is something you have overcome? Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, the one that's coming to my mind is kind of like body image and feeling confident and happy in my own skin and truly loving my body and myself and my like physical, not just like who I am inside, but also who I am on the outside. So growing up, when I was a teenager, I really struggled with being very self-conscious, very low self-esteem, and it really started to show in kind of just as I grew older. So I would say my late teens, like probably from like 18 to like 21, even up just until last year, I really felt like it was a big struggle for me to be happy with who I am, happy with what I looked like, happy with my facial features, happy with how my body was, and all of those things was a huge struggle for me, and it actually led to a lot of really difficult things that I went through. I was borderline on an eating disorder, and it just led to a lot of difficult things, and I think a lot of girls can relate to this, and I don't want to say every girl goes through this because that's so not true, but I do know a lot of girls and women especially, we tend to struggle with accepting how we look and being happy with how we look and not comparing ourselves on the outside to other people. And I really do feel like that's something I have overcome. I will never forget when I came home from serving a mission for my church. I had been living in England for 9 months and I gained a lot of weight. A lot of weight for me. I gained about 12 pounds, and that was like, I'd never really gained weight before in my life. I'd always stayed pretty slim, with maybe like a couple pounds here or there fluctuating, which is pretty normal and healthy. However, this was the first time I gained a really big chunk of weight, and I could feel it. I could just feel that I was heavy. I could feel I looked bloated, and I just didn't feel my greatest. And I remember coming home from my mission, and I suddenly had a lot more time to work out, be more health conscious, and focus more on just like my health and overall wellness. And I will never forget the first week I started working out again once I'd come home, and I just remember having kind of like a heart-to-heart with myself in my mind and being like, okay, Emma, you aren't happy with what you look like right now, but if you can learn to love what you look like right now as you start this journey back to being a more fit and more healthy version of yourself, then it's going to be a much more rewarding experience than hating yourself until you fit those pants or whatever. And so I really switched my mindset, and it was almost an overnight thing. It took years and years getting there, but then it was almost an overnight thing where I just thought, I'm going to love the freaking heck out of my body as it is right now, and that's why I'm working out. That's why I'm exercising, is out of love. And honestly, I ended up losing the weight. I'm healthy and happy and all of that stuff. And I'm just really like, I definitely am proud of myself for working through that. And I did definitely overcome a very unhealthy relationship with my body and the reflection that I saw in the mirror. Next question is, what is one of your biggest struggles and weaknesses? Ooh, okay. Well, let's be real. I have a million. I think that probably my biggest struggle would have to be something that encompasses all of my struggles, which is my struggle to have self-compassion. I really struggled to show myself grace, show myself patience, and show myself the kindness and love that I would be so free and willing to give to other people. So ultimately, I would say my greatest struggle has been being my own best friend, and it's something I'm constantly tackling, I'm constantly combating, and constantly working through and trying to develop more of a love and compassionate mindset towards myself. And that really, I could say, would probably be my biggest struggle. I feel like a lot of my other weaknesses wouldn't seem so big if I wasn't so hard on myself all the time. And the last question is, what legacy do you want to leave? Ooh, that is deep. It's funny because I've actually thought about this before. I don't know why. Not like in like a sad, depressing way, like, oh, I've thought about when I die, what legacy do I want to leave? No. But I think that thinking about this can actually really help you discover how to be more useful with your time, kind of help you discover a bit more of your passion or your purposes in life, is focusing on what legacy do you want to leave behind. And really for me, I would love nothing more than to be remembered as someone who left a legacy of love and a legacy of charity, of unjudgmental love, of just seeing someone for who they truly are, weaknesses, flaws, and all, and loving them. Love is something that I just am passionate about, and that might sound really funny, but I just truly believe that every human being on this planet deserves love and does deserve kindness. Yes, I have people I struggle to love. I have people I struggle showing kindness towards. I'm like anyone else in this world. I struggle to love every single human in the whole world, especially the people who may have hurt me or who I may have hurt or things like that. But I truly would probably my greatest success in life would be knowing that when I leave this earth, that there was a legacy of love left behind. Because I just think the world needs more love, the world needs more charity, and the world needs less judgment, more grace. You know, all of those things, less bullying comments, more kindness. And I would love to have left a legacy of that. I hope you guys enjoyed me kind of getting a little bit deep with y'all. It felt a little bit awkward talking about all of this, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it and got to know me as a person just a little bit better. These are definitely good questions to ask yourself. These would even be amazing journal prompts, and so I will write all of the questions down in the description box below. And if you take some time to maybe take a question every week and focus on it and ask yourself, you know, what is my biggest struggle, or what legacy do I want to leave, or you know, all of those sorts of things. What's something I've overcome? It can really help you to dig deep into yourself and to maybe teach yourself something about you that you weren't even aware of. I'm truly so grateful for this platform that allows me to not only just share bits and pieces of my life with others, but gives me a voice. I am definitely very passionate about going deeper and talking about the kind of hard topics to talk about, but they're things that I can personally relate to, and that I do want to share my experience with others in the hopes that it will touch someone else's heart. So just know that everything that I share with you guys, it does come from my heart and comes from a place of goodness and love. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, and if you like this, getting a little bit more raw, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up, because I might need all the support I can get for throwing myself out there like this. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!